3 key performance indicator goals to measure in your real estate business so that you can have goals, measure those goals, and then shift as you need so that you can start to get closer to the goals that you have set. First of all, you've probably heard KPI mentioned. That's merely an acronym for Key Performance Indicator, and that can be used in all aspects of business and in life. When we start to activate things that we are doing, goal related, we want to be able to measure what it is we're doing so that then we can reset goals, we can understand what we're able to accomplish, and then also how we can shift and do things a little bit differently to bring in better results. So when it comes to real estate investing, I wanted to talk about 3 different areas that you can be setting up a KPI for so that you can measure your activity. And first of all, we have to have activity. Obviously, in the beginning, we're setting the stage, we're building the platform for our business, we're learning things, and then we want to take action. Once we've started to take that action, that's where our KPI comes into effect because we can start to measure the things that we're doing. Not only is that a prudent way to be running a business, it also should give you some confidence knowing that you can really organize different areas of your business so that way you can control those areas of your business. It's not like I've got to do all these things and it just feels like I've got so many different things going on and they can then start to become overwhelming emotionally and then we don't take the action because we're in overwhelm. We don't want that. KPI helps us understand the exact steps we need to take, the exact steps we are taking, and then the results that those actions are generating. We can set goals first and foremost, and then based on the data we're getting from the actions we're taking, we can start to see some patterns, and then we can start to see what we can work on. That is how we take control of those scenarios, so the overwhelm gets pushed back because we understand the exact steps that we need to take, that we are taking, the goals for each of those steps, and then how our actions are actually creating the scenarios that are within our business that then we can look at and say, all right, this needs tweaking. Let's try something a little bit differently, or this is working great, or this isn't working at all. That's how we as professionals take control of our business and the actions that are going on every single day to ultimately get to the results that we want, and that is the revenue. We want to be able to gauge and be able to track and be able to improve each step of the way so we can generate the most revenue possible for the lowest amount of money and for the most efficient way of doing things within the different steps. So first we need to figure out what amount of money can we afford for our marketing. Instead of having just all kinds of money to shoot out at the world saying, hey, we can help you, and then, that message is getting on ears of people that have no need for the service, we want to narrow down our search so we know exactly who's motivated at this very moment so we can market to them. So that helps keep our marketing dollars down, and that's particularly important in the beginning when we don't have a lot of marketing dollars to use. But as you start to grow, it's really important to have a KPI going on within the marketing dollars so that you know that those dollars are spent in the most efficient way. So how much is a lead costing you? How much is a deal then costing you based on the leads that you are getting? And then how can you start to monitor what those amounts are and then say, all right, let's set a goal so we can get these leads, get these deals at an even better price per marketing dollar. So that would be some of that initial marketing money type of KPI. Once you've got the leads in, you can decide what kind of KPI you want to set for that. So how many leads does it take for you to actually get a contract that's signed with the seller? And then within those, how many leads does it take that are actually closing? So you've got a lead, takes X amount of leads to actually get a contract accepted, and then what percentage of those are actually closing? And what is your goal for the month? Do you want 5 closings? 10, 15 or more? That's up to you and how many leads are coming in. But you can see you can start to set those goals. You can monitor the data, and then you can see, is there something that I can be doing differently? Can I be saying something differently to the sellers to get them to the point where we can fill out a contract and get an acceptance? And then also, what do you need to be doing to get more of those deals closed? Is it an exit strategy scenario? Is it a number scenario of the deal itself so that you're attracting more buyers? You get the idea, and then set the goal for yourself, how many deals you want closed each month. And once you've got that goal set, you can be trying to do the things necessary to reach that goal so that you can start to then scale your business and increase that goal. So the third area that we want to measure here for the sake of this video is the revenue. Once you've got these closed deals each month, what is the average income per deal? What is your goal? Do you want to be making $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 or more per deal? What is that goal? What does that look like? Write that down. Get that in a flow chart so you know what the goal is. So when you start to reverse engineer your leads coming in, how you're handling those leads, what the numbers need to look like, you know what your revenue KPI is and your goal so that you can structure these deals to better meet those goals. It's all about the statistics. And then how many deals are you doing each month? And you're practicing as you're going and actually doing these things. And then you're seeing, based on the data, what you need to be doing a little bit better, how you can be tweaking things. It's just like looking at a baseball card or a football card. You turn it around, you look at those stats. These are your real estate stats. How can you improve those stats so that your revenue at the end of each month is higher? You've got a larger amount of deals closing at potentially a larger amount of income per deal. It's all about the KPI. So I hope that gives you some more control in each stage of the different measures that we've talked about here, the marketing dollars, the leads, and then the revenue. And then going forward, you set the goals, you figure out ways that you can be doing things better so you can raise the goals and scale your business even more if that's what you're trying to do. I hope that helps. I'll share more with you in the next video.